originally from Portugal, but I was born, raised in Angola, and I moved to United States in 2016 when President Obama was still the president of the United States, and I was in Texas in 2010, 11, around, and I was back in my home country in 2012. Today I'm here to talk to you about racism in the United States. The reason why I decided to talk today about racism is for multiple reasons, as we can probably imagine at this point. Today, United States is well known across the world, across the nation, as one of the most racist countries across the world, across the globe. Let me tell you this: there are a lot of countries in the world that they are racist. I was born in Angola. Angola, for who doesn't know, Angola is a country located in West Central Africa, very close to South Africa, has a border with Namibia and Zambia and the Republic Democratic of Congo. So let me tell you this: racism will never end, and the word racism is because of race. The world is fulfilled with different kinds of race. No matter where you are from, no matter who you are, you will always experience some sort of racism. Racism looks like something that is probably bad, but I think the word racism has diverse meanings. When I say meanings, that means when we say race and racism, we are talking about a different kind of things. Racism can be a good and racism can be a bad. It's only okay when it's good, looks like that. We are helped across the world by different kind of peoples. We are helped by Caucasians, we are helped by black people, we are helped by Asian people, we are helped by European people, being black, being Caucasian, if you prefer being white, being Asian, being Indian, it doesn't matter. We all have different kind of color, skin color. My mom is a mixed lady. My father is a man with dark skin. I have 3 sisters, and I'm the only man in the middle of 3 girls. My older sister, myself, then I have 1 sister behind me that is the youngest one that was born in 1996. So she is, I believe, right now 25 years old. We don't have the same skin color, but we are made by the same people. We are made by my mom, by my daddy. Just because my mom has 1 skin color and my father another skin color, we 4 don't have the same skin color. But we belong to the same race. We are blacks. We are Africans, of course. Let me tell you this: not everything that we see is about race. Not everything that we experience, bad or wrong, good or bad, bad or good, is about race. There are things that happen sometimes between the same race. Today I see that most people in the United States, today and now I'm talking about the United States, the country that I've been living permanently since 2016 due to personal safety reasons for my family and myself. We moved to the United States. And I believe we are lucky and we are fortunate to be allowed to be in the United States. And I think everybody should feel that way. Yesterday, October 22nd of 2021, I decided to talk to a police officer, the chief of the police department in my neighborhood, in my community. He is a Caucasian. He is probably in his 70s. He already retired from a different police city, from a different police department in a different city, and then he decided to work in our community. And I appreciate what he does for our community, to keep us safe, to keep our children safe. Yesterday when I approached that police officer, he was going to the Dollar General, very near my home, in my community. I decided to pull him over, and I said, "Hi, officer." He said, "Hi" back to me. And I asked him, "Officer, are you the chief of the police in East Conemaugh, Pennsylvania?" He said, "Yes, I am." I said, "Officer, you have a young officer that works under your direction, under your supervision, that I would like to know his name." And the police officer looked at me and he said, "Sir, is there any problem? Did he do anything wrong? Just so you know, you are being recorded by my body camera." I say, "No, he didn't do anything wrong. Contrary, he did great. A few days ago, at night, I left my home with my wife, my 3 children, and we went to buy pizza in Fox Pizza at the other corner of the street, very close to our home, 3 minutes away from house. While I was coming back with the kids and my wife, I did not realize that I was 10 miles above the posted speed limit. It was 35 miles an hour, and I was eventually 45 miles an hour. The police officer saw me and he pulled me over. He's a young police officer, very young. You can tell by his face, by his size, he's still young. He's in the early 20, 21, 22 eventually. He pulled me over, and he knows me by face. He knows more likely where I live, because my neighbor is very small. The police officer came to my window, and he looked at me, and he didn't realize that I was already arriving at the home. I was maybe 1,000 feet away from my home. I could see my house from where I was pulled over by the police officer. The police officer came to me and said hi, and explained to me why he pulled me over, and said that I had the kids in the car and I was 10 miles above the posted speed limit, and that I should slow down. I even said, "I'm a very close home, officer, and thank you, officer. I'm so sorry for what I did. I did not even realize I was 10 miles above the posted speed limit." The police officer let me go. He gave me advice, he did counsel me, but he did not give me a traffic citation, which is some kind of thing that most police officers do nowadays. Many police officers across the nation believe that their main reason to be on the street when they are patrolling is because they have to punish people. Because if they pull you over, it's because you did something wrong. If you did something wrong, you have to receive some sort of a punishment. I don't think that is why a police officer is a police officer. I believe the main reason for a police officer to become a police officer is because they want to protect the society. They want to protect the community. They want to protect us. They want to protect the population of a certain area. That is the main reason a policeman becomes a police officer. He joins the force. He joins the task for that reason. I didn't see for a moment the police officer trying to put his hand on his gun, as most people would say when they see a black man driving a car in the middle of the night. They would do that. I was pulled many times in the United States since I've been here, and I never saw a police officer reach his gun, even when I was reaching my wallet to take my driver's license when I was asked. The media sometimes does things that are not fair to the population of the United States. It's not fair for us that we are black. Looks like we are the minority in the United States. the majority of the population of the United States, according to the census, is a Caucasian, is a white, from different nationalities, some from the United States, from different sides of Europe, but is a white. I explained to the police officer yesterday why I wanted the name of the police officer, because I wanted to one day to see him and say thank you, officer, and tell his name, because he did his job. Not because he did not cite me means that he did not do his job. He did do his job, because I don't think I will ever be the same guy in that same street to drive 10 miles above the posted limit, because he did counsel me, and he did that in front of my kids. More important, the image that we pass, that the world, that the news passes to the people about police and more police officers and white police officers against black people is not true. And my kids could see that. They could see how the police officer spoke with us with a smile, with a very beautiful face when he spoke with us, with myself directly. And we felt very, very thankful for that police officer. And we hope that our community, our department of police realize how nice that police officer is. And I personally said to the police officer, the chief of the police office yesterday in my area, that I hope he can hire more people and he can probably have more police officers like that young police officer. We want police officers like that. And I told him also, we cannot just say good things, bad things, sorry, for when something happens between police officers and somebody from the community. When they do right, we also have to tell them that they did right. And that is what I did yesterday. But today, when I want to say about racism, and I want to talk about racism, is because of one thing. I believe the United States today is not the same country that the world used to see. I used to believe, I used to see, I used to think good things about the United States. I didn't know until I got to the United States. Today we see the country a little bit divided from one end to another. Is some sort of there is some sort of division between one corner to another. We have the impression that all police officers are bad, all white people are bad. If I'm black, you are white, I don't need to talk to you. And if you talk to me nice, it's because you need something from me. Or you are behind me because I have something that interests you. That's not true. I'm talking about a personal experience since I've been in the United States. Since I came to the United States, I don't recall receiving, this is myself, is me. I don't recall receiving help from anyone which has the same skin color as mine. I don't recall receiving a very minimal help, even just an advice from somebody that was born in the United States or across the world, but that was African American, that was black in skin. In fact, I don't have a good experience in the United States with African American born in the United States. The people that I have spoke to from the United States, black, I could gather that information from them. They believe they are superior than anyone that is black from different country across the world. That is how, I will not say everybody, all black community of the United States, but some, if not the majority of them. I did some research. I spoke with people. I asked the question. I see how they treat me and how they treat others that weren't born in the United States. And I always say, do you know why other races, they seem to be more organized, They seem to be more efficient. They seem to be more driven. They seem to be better than other races. Is because of the way they see each other. Is the way they respect each other. I personally, I think it's much better for me to deal with any Caucasian in the United States. It's much easier. It's better than dealing with any African American born and raised in the United States. They have same skin color like mine, same race, but we have a problem. Once I speak, once I open my mouth, from far distance, they can tell I'm a foreigner, I'm an outsider. I don't belong here in their mind because I got an accent. No matter how I can speak English, no matter how many years I will be living in the United States, I will always carry my accent with me because I wasn't born and raised in the United States. So everybody that was not born and raised in a place and they came as an adult in that same place, they will ever have their accent because of their native language. That is something that we cannot control, we cannot erase. It's in my body, it's right there, I cannot control it. When they see that, they don't treat you the same way they would treat somebody else that was born in the United States. That is how it is. It's simple like that. Let me tell you this. We have to really think about how we treat others, what we should expect from others. Because today we talk about racism all the time. Racism. But I believe most people don't know the actual definition of the word racism. If a white man fights or argues with a black man, he's called racist. If a black man argues with a black man and goes to a police station and files a complaint because they fought, no one will call one or another as a racist because they belong to the same race. The question becomes, why two people from the same race can argue, can have a disagreement, can fight, can kill each other, even though that is not approved to kill each other, but the people from the same race kill each other, steal each other, is not called racism. But if an Asian person argues with a white people, with a Caucasian, the Caucasian is called as a racist. But if an Asian man argues with an Asian lady, he's not a racist. She's not a racist. So what is the actual definition of racism? So you are telling me that between different races cannot have argument? We are different. Being a white, being a Caucasian, being Asian, being black, no matter how black you are and another black is, you are not the same. People are not the same. Being black and being black doesn't mean we are the same. We have the same race, but we are not the same. We think differently. We have different visions. We have different set of mind. We have different eyes. We think differently because we are people. That is called the people. The world is made with diversity. Being different is part of diversity. So a white man can argue with a white man and there is no racism over there because they belong to the same race. A white man argues with a black man or a Spanish man, he's called racist. How come? How come? I'll give you a different example to make us think, to make us reflect, to make us have a better judgment, to help us understand and be fine and be humble and be okay with everybody, no matter who you are, no matter who they are, and we can all be together in the same boat, because we are in the same nation, the same country, no matter where we are coming from. Why do we only call a white person racist if he fights somebody? If there is a disagreement between a white and black, we call the white person as a racist. If the white person, if a police officer kills a man that is a black, he's called racist. The first thing the society, the prosecutor are looking for into different races is racism right there. I don't know if everyone ever paid attention to the news, but let me tell you the news since I came to the United States, how they report a crime. If a man is a criminal, goes to a store and tries to steal something and has a hostage in that store, and he's carrying a gun and he points to somebody's head inside the store, and the police arrives and that somebody opens fire with the police, if the police responds to the fire, and let me be clear, the police is responding to the fire that man started. So the police has to respond the fire. He's only responding to the fire to protect themselves, because they are serving the society, they are serving the population, they are serving the community. If we don't have a police officer in a community, guess what? We are by ourselves. We cannot make a living in a society, in a community without a police officer. If that police officer responds to the fire that the black man inside the store where he has a hostage, he opens the fire and the police officer responds, and suddenly, and he's killed. Unfortunately, he's killed by the police officer. The news reports in a different way, in this way. A black man at the age of 22 was killed today by a police officer when he was trying to commit a robbery in a gas station store, for example. The question becomes, why you media have to tell us the race of the person? We don't need the race. If I understand the United States is a free country, being a free country means being free in your speech, being free in the way you think, but also let people be free in their own belief, in their own thinking, and in their own judgment. Don't report in a way that you mislead the thinking, the judgment of somebody to create hate, anger, and division between one race versus another. If somebody tried to steal in a store using a gun, carrying a gun, and open the fire against the police officers, all we want to know is that the police officers are safe and the police officers took down that man that had a hostage in that store, because that man did something that was called unlawful. It's called unlawful. He went to commit a crime and he opened fire against the police officer. They had to respond, and accidentally he got killed. All we want to know is that somebody was killed when he was trying to commit a robbery and open a fire against the police officers. That is all that matters. We don't want to think more than that. Remember, police officers are not idle, are not made by metal. They are human beings, no matter what skin color they have. I'm not saying there is no police officers that are racist. What I'm saying today now is that we should not judge all police officers, all white people based on one wrong police officer or one wrong person that we was white that did something wrong to us. We cannot blame everyone. We cannot judge everyone. As in any other race, we have good people with black skin, we have bad people with black skin. We have good people that are Asian, and we have bad people that are Asian. We have good Indian people, and we have bad Indian people. We have good Muslim people, and we have bad Muslim people. We have good Caucasian people, and we have bad Caucasian people. That is called diversity life. We cannot judge every single Caucasian in the United States based on 10 Caucasian that are racist. This is what I'm saying today. This is what I'm trying to tell you today. Clear your mind. Clear your mind, and let's start behaving a little better than we behaved yesterday. Don't be the same. All I'm asking to you is, don't be the same, just be better. That is called life. Life is about being better. We don't need to be the same every single day. Remember, today is a Saturday, October 23rd of 2021. Next week we will have another Saturday, but guess what? We'll never be the same Saturday. Do you know why? Because only one time in life we live a particular day on a particular date, meaning we will never have October 23rd of 2021. October 23rd of 2021 is only one time of 24 hours. After those 24 hours, we will never go back to that same day, to that same day. We can remember, we can memorize, but we will never be able to live in the past in that same day. Whatever happens, put aside. Move on. Don't carry on, but move on. You want to talk about racism? If a white people argue with a black people, white people versus black people, they are racist. But we don't call a racist a man which is white, or a lady which is white when she marries a black man. She's not a racist. Racism cannot just be the word racism means a lot of stuff, in a good way, in a bad way. You want to call a man that argues with another man with a different race racist. So how do you call a man that dates and marries and gives children and makes a family with another person that has a different race? How do you call that person? So a black man is not a racist when he dates and marries a white girl. He should be a racist. He should be called a racist because he did not marry a black woman like he is. He dated, he made kids with a lady that is a white. He should be called a racist. A lady which is white, she decides to make a living and make a family and dies sleeping and living together with a black man forever because she loves that man forever. She should be called a racist because she is with somebody that does not have the same race as she has. If I want to talk about racism, that is being a racist. But now guess what? It's not a racist. The lady is not a racist. The man, the black man is not a racist. The white lady is not a racist by being with the black man, and the black man by being with the white lady. Do you know why? Because it's all in a good sense. They made a living, they have children, and they married. then there is no racism because all is good. No, racism is not just about bad things. Racism is also about good things. When a white man, a pastor which is white, comes to me and helps me pay my rent, helps me make a living, helps me with a letter of recommendation to a black man, to a black lady, that pastor, white pastor, is not called a racist. He is not a racist. Do you know why he's not called a racist? Because he did help a black man and a black lady. So, because he helped is a good thing, he is not called racist. But if he said, I cannot help you because I don't have the means to help you, I don't have the resource to help you, he is called racist by that couple, by that black lady and the black man. So how is that? Let's stop being sorry for being black. Let's stop saying that black lives matter. I hate that phrase. I don't like when the people play the race. I personally am upset being black and look at another black that plays his skin color to blame others because of their own failure. It's not a time, it's over. When you look at Martin Luther King, those icons, what they did, it's over. We don't need to play our skin color to have advantage over something, to gain something back. I'm not saying that the racism does not exist. Racism exists. I'm not saying that I'm in favor of what every good and the bad people that has different skin color like that mine do. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I have experienced racism in the United States as well as anybody else with the same skin color that I have. That is true. It's there. Racism exists. But don't let's stop playing that everything that happens to us is because of our race. Let's stop playing that everything that somebody that does not have our skin color does to us is because our race is different than their race. We denied every day something to somebody that has our own race, and they are not calling us as a racist. Why do we expect somebody with different race to always say yes to us when we ask for something, when we need something? We should expect no as well from people with different skin color than ours, from people with different race than ours, but not because they said to us no means that they are racist. Remember, we can have the same color and we don't like each other, not because we are racist. Everybody had experienced this in school, in a church, in a family community, in a community, in a neighborhood. You are black, your neighbor is black, but you don't get along with your neighbor. You don't get along with your neighbor. Not because you are racist, because you both have the same skin color. Just because you don't have the vibe from your neighbor. You don't like the way your neighbor is. You don't like the way he walks. You don't like the way your neighbor speaks. You don't like the way he talks. That's not because you are racist, but it's because you don't like the way he is. You don't like the way he speaks. That is the same between the races. Between the races, we have the same we have within a single race. People don't like each other because of the way they look like. They don't like each other because they don't like each other. Because they don't want to like each other. They don't like you because you are black. No, they don't like you because they don't like you. Stay right there. Stop right there. They don't like me because they don't like me. Even if I had his same skin color, they wouldn't like me. They don't like me not because of my skin color. They don't like me because I don't work hard enough for them. They don't like me because I don't speak better than they wanted me to speak. Take that as that. Take that as that. Simply like that. This is what I'm saying today. let's not play our skin color. It is a shame that some people do that. I had experienced a lot of things because of my skin color. Did I give up? No, I did not give up. Did I say to someone, you are doing this to me because I'm black? Did I ask someone, are you doing this to me because I'm black? I never asked that. I knew inside me, I knew inside my head, if I had that skin color, I would succeed with this guy, with this lady. She would have said to me, yes, you can do this. But she's telling me no, because she may not like me. But I did not say that. Do you know what I did? I did the things in a different way, that I could convince the person that regardless of my skin color, I'm the guy you are looking for. I'm the guy that you need to do the job. I'm the guy that you need to succeed. I'm the guy that will build this for you. Forget about my skin color. Without telling the person, forget about my skin color. The person did not realize that I did realize that the only issue I had, or that he had with me, was the skin color. I knew that inside me. The question becomes, did I play the skin? No. Did I play the race? No, I did not. What did I do? I overcame that by finding different ways to convince the person I was the right person to be in that spot, to take that offer. And I was the person to make that happen, to take that from one side to another in a very professional manner, in a very nice way, regardless of my skin color. The person did understand. I was the one. I made sure that the person understood. I will give you the results that you expect, regardless of my accent, regardless of who I am, regardless of where I'm coming from. No matter where I'm coming from, I can give you the results that you need. Here I am today, and I'm still standing over here. Let's just don't play about skin color. And remember, don't be the same, be better. The moment we open our mouth, we tell the world who we really are. So develop your communication skills. Work on yourself, work on your skills, develop yourself, continue to develop yourself. Don't prove to anybody else that you are better than anybody. Prove to yourself that you are who you really are. Sometimes we are not who we pretend we are, who we pretend to be. Just be you. And remember, always be better than who you were yesterday. That is the ultimate goal for you. I hope I will make more videos like these with different topics, with different subjects. Today I just speak the racism, and I hope that everybody had enjoyed and understood where I'm coming from and where we all should be going, instead of focusing on just the word racism. Because not everybody in the world is a racist. And remember, not just white people are racist. We also have African people, if you prefer, black people that are racist. We also have Asian people that are racist. We also have mixed people that are racist. We also have Muslim people that are racist. We also have Arabic people that are racist. We also have black people that don't want to deal with the white people or Asian people. So let's just put the word racism aside and try to do our best to make sure we remain in this society and we do what is right for the society and for the world to be better for our children, for our grandchildren, and for our great-grandchildren. That is all that matters for us, today, tomorrow, and forever. God bless you.